I feel a murder may be happening. Or is it? Let's see and find out. So, yeah, this story is about, like, a couple other stuff, which is similar to this, which is basically getting reincarnated into another sort of, like, fictional world, like a book, TV show, game, that they exist in this world, sort of. One of those shows where it's like, here's a TV show, but I am the villainous, or like, and I like that. That's the other one of the two, because you either get the I've became into a fantasy world and I don't know what's going on, but I have magic now and it's super insane and super powerful and no one really knows it. Either from fantasy to fantasy or from real life to fantasy, and there's one more that I'm just starting to watch which I absolutely like, but I'm not going to talk about that one. But the other one I like is when you have someone who's like, oh, and I'm going into this villainous. Obviously, you have a couple of villainous roles, where it's like reincarnation has a villainous. This is similar, because the idea of like reincarnation into a villainous is villainous. Oh no, and I'm the bad guy, and this will end badly. And I like that. But I like this one's interesting because it's not that. It is sort of like a plot relevant thing, but in the traditional plot, you die. You're like the reason for the whole thing rolling into the story. Like, you die and what's happening? And that's how it's sort of like in universe, the sort of story of I think it's a game, works. And I like it. It's really good. And I think it's really interesting. But yeah, I like that idea of how that works. And how that overall comes together. So yeah. The one thing, and the only small bit, this is going to be a little bit smaller than most of the sections where you have multiple sections. But the one thing I like is this guy, because he has this sort of like level of like cheekiness that just is fun as a character. We don't know what his deal is, but having him like go along with this and do a couple of things make him seem like really interesting as a character. And I do like it. It is really interesting. So yeah, this is fun. There's not much to say about it because it is simple, it is fun, it is entertaining, and I would definitely recommend to watch. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good night.